Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in this video we are going to see Deloitte HR interview questions. Okay, and this video is going to be part 1. I'm going to cover approximately 20 or 15 questions around so in this video, and there will be a part 2 video which will be coming, which will be continuation of few more questions. So in that video also I will cover around 15 to 20 questions. Okay, now this video, why it is helpful, because I have tried to cover almost all the possible HR interview questions that can be asked in your Deloitte interview. So make sure that you watch this video properly, okay, with peace of mind, okay, and then it's not mandatory that you select the answers which I have spoken in this video. I would suggest you to focus more on the question and then prepare your own customized answer. That way you will feel more like, it will give a nicer impact to the interviewer, and it will not feel like you are saying something very generic, right? So the interviewer will also relate more with you and not some generic answer. Okay, so these are some tips. Okay, and without wasting any time, let's start our today's video. But before that, if you are new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any important updates from my channel, as I regularly upload a lot of helpful videos for all of you in your company preparation, interview preparation, and off-campus drive journey. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Also, I have created a complete playlist on Deloitte preparation. Okay, and if you haven't checked that, make sure to check that, because that is going to be super helpful. This video will also be a part of that playlist. Okay, so make sure to check that playlist too if you are also going to appear for your upcoming Deloitte interview or exam. Okay, so now let's start with our first question, okay, which is always going to be tell me about yourself. So usually your interview will start either with tell me about yourself, or introduce yourself, or give your introduction, or the other case could be interviewer will himself or herself first introduce themselves, and then they will expect you that you will introduce yourself. Okay, so that is like a no without saying thing that you have to understand that this is how your interview will start. Okay, so there are some key points that you have to focus while answering. So I will also give you some tips and tricks what you can do while answering these kinds of questions. So see, we will look into this answer, but there are few things. Okay, so your introduction should not be more than like 60 seconds. Okay, I'm saying 60 seconds is like too much. So at max, you should try to prepare it for 30 to 50 or 40 seconds, I would say. Okay, that is more than fine. But if you are having too much to say, then 60 seconds is more than enough, because if you are taking too much of time in your introduction itself, there might be few things which get delayed, right? So you don't want that. So like complete it around 40 seconds, and if the interviewer wants you to speak more, they will ask few questions on for you. Okay, so this is the first thing. And always the second tip is always prepare beforehand. Okay, always prepare your intro beforehand. Don't think that I will just go on the go and I will just answer the questions at that time. Okay, so that won't work, because you will stammer a lot, you don't know what to speak. So at least prepare beforehand. If you can't prepare the entire paragraph or something, prepare few points which will be helpful for you to speak, right? So that is the main thing. Now let's read the answer, okay, and then we will see further more points. So first of all, you have to start with I am and then your name, a recent graduate in whatever your degree or from your university. Okay, during my studies I had developed a strong interest in, and then you can mention your skill sets. Okay, or you can even say in this way that my skill set includes like C++, whatever you have, like web development, HTML, CSS, whatever. Okay, so make sure to cover your skill set here. I have worked on projects related to, mention your academic or personal project. That is very important if you are a fresher, because you don't have nothing much to talk about, right? Because you are a fresher. And if you are experienced, then you can say about your past company experience. So I have worked on projects related to this technology, which helped me gain hands-on experience in these and these technologies and tools. Okay, I am eager to apply my knowledge and skills in a professional setting, and I am excited about the opportunity to grow with Deloitte. See, this is a very generic answer which I have taken. Now, apart from this, there are few things, okay, which you need to focus. See, your introduction should always have details about your academics. Okay, academics, I would say. Okay, if you don't have like good things, okay, to talk about, like if your percentage or your CGPA is not very good, so at least don't speak that, but at least speak from where you have done your graduation. Okay, and don't think that, okay, you have done from a private college or no one will recognize it. It's fine. No one even recognize tier 1 or tier 2 colleges also, so it's fine. You can say your college name, that's I have done my 10th and 12th from this place, and I have done my BTech from this and this place. So in this way you can answer. Okay, so always talk about your academics. Then thing is, if you have worked on any projects, if not, also at least have some basic content ready that you can speak about project in your interview. Okay, so one or 2 lines for that also you can speak. Okay. Next thing is like tell about real life experiences in your discussions. Okay, this is not about this is not about only the introduction, but generic case. Okay, if you are asked any question, try to relate it with real life examples, so that will show them that okay, yeah, you are actually a problem solver, and you can, if you get this problem in your actual life, how will you tackle it? Okay, that is the more important. And next thing is confidence is the key, as we all know. Okay, so remain stay confident. Okay, confidence is the key, and don't feel like okay, what will happen, how it will go. When you are in that interview, just be confident. Okay, so these are some tips and tricks. Okay, I hope you have understood. Let's now move on to the next question. Okay, the next question is, why should I hire you? Okay, so let's see the answer for this question. As a fresher, I bring enthusiasm, adaptability, and strong willingness to learn. I have developed a solid foundation in these skills through my coursework and projects. I am a quick learner, a good team player, and always eager to take on new challenges. Deloitte's work culture and growth opportunities align with my aspiration, and I am confident that I can contribute effectively while growing with the company. Okay. Now, guys, as I mentioned, it is not at all mandatory that you have to take these answers which I am giving. Your focus should be more on questions, okay, and how you will answer those questions. And if you don't have any answers prepared for you, then only take these answers. That is what I'm saying. Try to have original or natural language. Okay, always try to have natural language in your interview. Don't make it something which is made up. Okay, because if you prepare it too much beforehand, then it will look like you are reading from somewhere. Okay, it should not even look like that. Also, it should be natural. You should not stammer a lot, so practice once or twice before that, and that's good. Okay, and one more important thing, in mostly Deloitte's case, the chances are that your tech and tag MR and HR, okay, managerial and HR, all will be in one round. Okay, so don't think that okay, why am I talking some technical things to the HR, right? Because what happens, sometimes there is only one interviewer. Okay, only one interviewer who is taking all your rounds. Okay, who is also taking your tech round, your MR round, your HR round. So in that case, that since this is the techie guy, I can even talk about tech things in my HR questions if he is asking. On the other hand, if you already know that your rounds are happening in a different phases. Okay, your first round was tech interview, then second round was HR interview, then you know that the HR guy is not from a technical perspective, so then it's fine, you can skip talking technical perspective from that guy. Okay, but if you are already aware that the guy who's taking your HR round of interview is having technical knowledge, then there is no problem in dealing or speaking technical things with him. Okay, let's move on forward. Next question is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Okay, this is one of the most commonly asked question. Let's see what you can answer in this question. Strength is, I'm a quick learner, highly adaptable, and is having strong problem solving skills. I also work well in a team and communicate effectively. Okay, so you have to showcase basically your good qualities when it comes to strengths. Okay, now the important part, which is weaknesses. Okay, now before we look at the answer of weaknesses, one important thing, that never say a weakness which can impact your work or which can give a negative impression. Always, while saying about weakness, you should always say that even though the weakness is not good, you should always say that I am working on it to improve that. Okay, something like that. Let's see the answer. So if you are a fresher, you can say it in this way: as a fresher, I sometimes lack industry experience, but I am actively working on bridging that gap through continuous learning, internships, and hands-on projects. See this weakness, what it is doing, it is also showing that you don't have experience, because see, you are recent graduate, so no one expects you to have experience, right? On the other hand, you are also telling that I am like hardworking and I'm trying to gain experience via whatever is available to me, right? Like hands-on projects, through learning or through internships. So you have to say it in this way, that even your weakness also implies your strength only in one way. Okay, hope you understood it. Moving on to the next question. So guys, if you have any doubts related to any question, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you're finding this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, which gives me motivation to bring more such helpful content for you in future, because all of this, as you know, is free, which I'm providing you. Let's now move on to the next question, which is, what is the difference between confidence and overconfidence? Okay, so let's look at this answer. The answer for this question can be, confidence is believing in your abilities and being open to learning, whereas overconfidence is assuming you know everything and refusing to improve. For example, saying I can do this task with efforts shows confidence, but saying only I can do this task reflects overconfidence, right? So see, in these kinds of behavioral questions can also be asked to you in HR rounds, okay? Because see, if you are a fresher and if you are appearing for your HR round of interview at Deloitte, then what are the chances that there is no salary discussion that is going to happen, right? So they have to assess your confidence skills and your thinking skills by these questions only, right? So they can ask you these kinds of questions. That is why I have taken almost all the possible questions which can be asked to you in your Deloitte interview. Now chances are there that you might attend your interview and then in HR round you might not even get any questions, only like 2 or 3 questions at max. But the thing is, you should be prepared from your end, right? We don't have to take any chance. Let's move on to the next one now. The next question is, what is the difference between hard work and smart work? Again, a next behavioral question. As I mentioned, behavioral questions are going to be asked to assess your understanding or knowledge. The answer can be like, hard work is putting in time and effort, while smart work is about efficiency and strategy. For example, studying for 10 hours straight is hard work, but using active recall and summarizing concepts in 5 hours is smart work. Okay. So see, as I told you guys, like, see, don't try to take all these answers as it is. Try to prepare your own customized answer according to your skill set, your role, or whatever defines you. Okay. And if you have no time and if you have no idea from where to answer those things, then you can take these answers, or you can do other thing also. You can do mixed match. Okay, you can take some content from these answers and then prepare yours and then do a mixed match so that it will look more better. Okay. Let's move on to the next question now. How do you feel about working nights and weekends? See, this is one of the important question, and don't ever answer that, I am not open to not open to working on weekends or not open to working on night shifts. Okay, never say this. Okay, see, no one is asking you to work on weekends and nights. Everyone knows that once you get the job, this HR or this technical interviewer might not even like again face you, okay, in your job or wherever. These are some basics company or company set questions which needs to be asked to assess your psychological level or your thinking skills. Okay, so that is why they are asking. So you should never give them a chance to think that, okay, you are not open to work, because see, they will be, just consider that case that 5 candidates are getting interviewed and you are the one who told that I am not open to working in night shifts and weekends. So they will have this impact that, okay, rest everyone is available or open to it, so why should we select this candidate, right? So that should not be the case. You should always like say politely whatever is being asked to you. So the answer for this question can be, I believe in maintaining a good work-life balance, but I understand that sometimes extra effort is needed to meet the deadlines. I am open to working flexible hours when required to contribute effectively to the team. Okay, so you can answer it in this way. Hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Okay, the next question is, can you work under pressure? Okay, let's see what you can answer for this question. The answer can be, yes, I can handle pressure by staying organized, prioritizing tasks, and maintaining a positive mindset. During my college projects, I often had tight deadlines and I managed them by breaking tasks into smaller parts and focusing on one step at a time. Now guys, if you will notice, there are few things which are very common and which I have taken those into consideration is that whenever I am answering any question, I am giving you a real life example in these questions. Okay, this should be your approach in your case also. Why so? Because see, HR interview round is your like non-tech round. Okay, you can say. So that, as I mentioned previously, there are chances that your non-tech HR won't have much knowledge about technical things, so you don't have much to speak up, right? So you have to make them understand in a way that they understand, right? So the best way can be giving real life examples to them for a scenario. In that way, they will relate to you and they will understand what you are trying to say, right? So just by speaking qualities will also not look good, but like supporting your qualities with real life examples will give extra advantage. Okay, so make sure that you give real life examples when you are answering these kinds of behavioral questions in your case. Let's look at this question. Are you willing to relocate or travel? Okay, so see, again, a very strict instruction I would say for these kinds of question is never say no. Okay, never say no. Okay, specifically to these kinds of questions which are like asked only to check your mental level of mental bandwidth of availability or something. Okay, see, no one is again going to ask you to relocate or travel or something, and if it is asked also, you should be fine with it, because you are going to get a job, so that's not a problem. How can you answer this one? Yes, I am open to relocation and travel. I see that as an opportunity to explore new environments, gain diverse experience, and grow professionally. Okay, So see, now you might feel that these terms, see, like this sentence, okay, I see it as an opportunity to grow new environments, gain experiences, and grow professionally. This is sounding very like very professional or something which is not generally a person would speak, right? So that is why I'm saying always try to create answers on your own, okay, for these types of questions. If you don't have it, then okay, for some questions you can take these answers which I am giving, but the major aim for you while watching this video should be to focus on question and how you will speak up for those questions, okay? And guys, I will also give you a tip if required. Now don't feel ashamed or shy that who is preparing that much, okay, for your like in HR interviews and all, right? If required, all you can also take down the notes of these questions in your notebook and write your own answers according to your case in your notebook, okay? That is totally fine, totally fine. There is no problem in that. People might think that okay, this is too much of work, who does that, this is a lot of childlike activity, right? No, it is not so. And trust me, the more hard work you will put in, the chances are more that you will clear it, okay? That is the straight logic here. Moving on to the next one, what are your goals, okay? How can you answer this one? My short-term goal is to gain practical experience, improve my skills, and contribute effectively in my role. My long-term goal is to take more responsibilities, grow within the company, and develop expertise in my field. See, so while answering short-term goal, what you are saying is what the things that you are doing right now as a part of your college life or your like current life, right? And your long-term goal, what you are trying to say is that I am looking for a job and a full-time job which will give me exposure in this area and field, okay? So you can answer in this way basically, and if you have any doubts you can ask me in the comment. Moving on to the next one, what motivates you to do a good job, okay? Now you have to answer this question. How you will answer it? The answer can be, I am motivated by learning opportunities, challenges, and the impact of my work. Seeing my efforts contributed to a project success or helps my team achieve goals keeps me motivated. You can answer it in this way, and you can also add up on your own like real life examples or something. So like for example, you can say about a scenario where you worked in one of the projects along with your team, and you were stuck in some situation, then how your contribution to that helped the project move faster and completing it within the deadline or something. So try creating stories. If you don't have it, try creating one, okay? There is no problem in that, but the more you give real life examples, the more chances that you are having a better impact on the interviewer. Let's move on to the next question now. What makes you angry, okay? Again, one of the behavioral questions which can be asked. Let's see how can you answer that. I don't get angry easily, but I feel frustrated when there is a miscommunication or when people don't take responsibility of their work. However, I always try to stay calm and find a solution instead of reacting emotionally. See, these types of questions are being asked just to only assess your qualities or your emotional well-being, okay? So make sure that you don't answer in this way that okay, yeah, if they are asking what makes you angry, so you will actually say okay, this and this thing is making me angry. No, you should answer in a diplomatic way kind of way, okay? That okay, I don't get angry that easily, but sometimes I get frustrated because of some reason, because that too because that is impacting my work. So hope you have understood it. Let's move forward. Give me an example of your creativity, okay? So you have to answer this question. Let's see how can you answer this. During college, I worked on a project where we had limited resources. So I designed an optimized workflow using this software or method to complete the task efficiently. This helped us save time and improve the project outcome. Now guys, sometimes you also have to be very smart while answering, okay? Now for example, I can remember a case, okay? So what happened is in one of the interviews, I was myself taking the interview, and the candidate was saying that I have used AI technology or chat GPT. Now while answering these types of things, you should be aware that you can also get cross questioned, okay? So I cross questioned him that in your company related work, you are not allowed to use chat GPT or like some other AI tools, because that data is kind of confidential. So how come you are using that in your official work? So then they do not have any answers for it, okay? And they became silent, okay? See, first thing is, whatever cross questioning is happening, okay, cross questioning will definitely happen, and this depends on interviewer to interviewer. Some are like okay, whatever you are answering, they are fine with that. Some are, they will cross question based on what you are answering. So don't fear from cross questioning. Always answer it in a very polite and a smart way for your cross questions, okay? See, 90% is the case is when cross questions happens, they don't focus on your answer. Instead, they will see how you are answering that scenario when it is asked to you, okay? So always answer smartly, okay? And don't be silent, okay? Second tip is this only, that never be silent. Never be silent. At least speak something, or if you don't have anything, like keep the discussion going on. Okay, you should not become silent at any point. That's the main goal. Let's move on to the next question now. How long would you expect to work for us if you are hired? Okay, so let's see the answer for this question. I'm looking for a long-term opportunity where I can grow professionally. As long as I have learning opportunities, career growth, and a positive work environment, I love to be a part of Deloitte. See, no one cares if you are going to switch the company after like 1 year or something. Okay, so no one cares about that. The main goal should be you should make them feel like you are the best fit for this job, and you are going to like dedicate your life to this job only. Until and unless you are here, you will work for Deloitte. Okay, no one cares that if you will switch after 1 year or something, but right now in this interview you have to make them feel that you will always work for Deloitte. Okay, and that is only your main or a dream job. Okay, moving on. Are you overqualified for this job position? Okay, or this can be asked in other way. Don't you think that you are overqualified for this position? Because many a times what happens is when the interviewers get resumes, they see a lot of skills. Okay, and they feel that okay, the skill is a very fresher role, fresher level skill, but the guy is having a lot of skill set with him. So why is he even appearing for this role which is not paying that much, or why he's appearing for this role or this company? He could have got a better opportunity, right? Or they are just trying to assess your thinking skills. So they can even ask you this question just for that purpose also. But how can you answer that question? So you can answer it in this way, that as a fresher, I am here to learn and gain experience. I believe every role offers valuable learning opportunities, and I'm excited to start my journey with Deloitte, where I can apply my skills while continuously improving. Now see guys, there are few things for answering these questions. Never demean or demean any company. Okay, never demean any company. Okay, it doesn't matter if you are appearing for a big company or a small company. Never say bad about that. Okay, that okay, I don't, or never demean yourself. Okay, demean as in put down. Okay, never demean yourself. Why so? Because see, you are not lesser than anyone. Okay, so you should not say that right now I don't have any job, or right now I don't have any opportunity, so that is why this is the only possible solution for me, or this is the only possible opportunity for me, that is why I'm appearing for you. That will make yourself bad in that scenario, that okay, that you are not getting any other opportunities anywhere else, and maybe this is the only opportunity you might have got, so that is why you are coming and appearing for here. See, that is demeaning yourself. Okay, or the other case would be like you are answering in this way, that okay, yeah, like I am yeah, I personally think that I am also overqualified for Deloitte is not such company which I overlook for, but right now I am trying to just give it for experience sake or something. So then also it demeans company, and it feels like you are not respecting company's ethics and values, and you feel like Deloitte is too less of a company or too small of a company for you. Okay, so take note of these things while you are answering these questions. That is why I have told you to prepare beforehand while you are answering your question, so that you don't end up in any of such scenario, and you never know what kind of interview you will get. Okay, if your interviewer is good, who is not focusing on minute details, then it is good and fine. But if your interviewer is focusing on every small detail of what you are answering, then you will get a lot of cross questioning in those cases. Okay, if not, sometimes what happens, they will not cross question you then and there itself, but they will create an impression of based on what you are answering in their own mind. Okay, and that can also lead to negative, because they will not say you what they are thinking in their mind, but that can lead to your rejection. Okay, in further rounds. That's what. Let's see the next one. Why do you want to work at company? So guys, this is also one of the most common question that you will get. So I always say, whenever you are appearing for any interview, be it tech, HR or MR, always prepare for about the company. Always study about the company a bit. You should have at least bit of content, like at least a 5 minute of content that you can speak about that company, which is going to be helpful a lot. Okay, because it should give you the reflection in such a way that yes, you actually know about the company and you are interested, and you have read something about the company. Okay, so this will give a that impression. Let's see how you can answer this question. Deloitte is a global leader in consulting and professional services, knowing for its learning opportunities and innovative work environment. As a fresher, I want to be part of an organization where I can grow, learn from experienced professionals, and contributing to meaningful projects. The company's emphasis on teamwork and professional development makes it an ideal place for me to start my career. See? So this is a very generic answer if you would see. Okay, I have not taken any like numerical data or like profits, losses. Okay, any financial data, quarterly analysis, nothing. Just very generic question. In if you have to answer this question for other companies, you can just replace the word Deloitte with some other company name, right? So in this way, you can just you have to try appreciating the company that I feel so and so good about the company. That is why I'm interested to work here for this company. Okay. Hope you have understood so far what we have discussed. And as I mentioned, this was just part one of this video, and one more part will be going to come, and in that also I will cover out almost 15 to 20 prospective questions which can come in your Deloitte interview. And if you have any doubts, I can understand there can be few doubts, okay, about your this HR interview or anything in general. You can ask me in the comment section. I try to answer 100% of the comments that I get on my videos, so you can ask anything in the comment section. If you haven't joined me on Telegram or Instagram yet, make sure to join. You can also DM me on Instagram if you have any suggestions, or if you have any feedbacks, you can share me there. And make sure to subscribe to the channel there, because that is the most important thing, and that will keep me motivated to bring more such helpful content for all of you guys. And that's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video. See you in next video.